All right, everybody. I know it's Saturday, November 1st already, but this is my last Halloween rants. So let's go ahead and get right into it. Halloween of 1995, Daz and Corrupt, the Dogg Pound, released their debut album Dogg Food on Death Row Records. Of course, this album hit number one on the Billboard 200 and number one on the top R&B/hip hop albums chart and was certified double platinum. This was the second Death Row album to hit number one and the third Death Row album to go platinum. The first Death Row album to hit number one on the Billboard 200 was Snoop's Doggy Style. Dr. Dre The Chronic hit number three on the Billboard 200. So Doggy Style was the first Death Row album to hit number one. The Dogg Pound Dogg Food was number two, and All Eyes on Me was the third Death Row album to go number one, to hit number one and go platinum. It features the three singles, Let's Play House, Respect, and New York, big city of dreams, and everything in New York ain't always what it seems. You have guest appearances from Prince Ital Joe, Snoop Dogg, Nate Dogg, Miss Chalet, and the Lady of Rage. This album is a classic, ladies and gentlemen. If I'm not mistaken, Daz was 22 and Corrupt was 22 going on 23 when this album came out. Now 30 years later, Daz is 53 and Corrupt's about to be 50. No, Daz is 52 and Corrupt's about to be 53. It's definitely a classic. I think I forgot to put this album on my top 20 albums of the year 1995, but it could be an honorable mention. But either way, it's still a classic 30 years later. I definitely love this album by it. And they recently released Dogg Food too, if I'm not mistaken. They just released Dogg Food 2. Or not yet, but it's coming soon. Dogg Food 2 is coming soon. But Dogg Food is still a classic though. Definitely. On that same day, 8Ball and MJG released their third album, On Top of Our World, by Swave House Records. This album hit number 8 on the Billboard 200 and number 2 on the top R&B/hip hop albums chart and was certified gold. The album had guest appearances from E40, Big Mike, Rodney Ellis, Mac Mall, Knuckles Heads, and South Circle. This was a classic album by 8Ball and MJG. This is another album I forgot to put on my list on my top 20 albums of the year 1995, but it could still be an honorable mention. 8Ball and MJG deserves more credit. They really do. All right, we got two more albums to talk about that turned 25 today. Halloween of 2000, OutKast released their fourth album, Stankonia, under LaFace and Arista. This album hit number 2 on the Billboard 200 and number 1 on the top R&B/hip hop albums chart and was certified 5 times platinum. With the hit singles Bombs Over Baghdad, So Fresh, So Clean, and Miss Jackson. With guest appearances from Killer Mike, J Sweet, Cujo from Goody from Goody Mob, Timo Goody from Goody Mob, C-Bone, Slim Calhoun, CeeLo Green, Erykah Badu, Big Gipp. Matter of fact, the whole Goody Mob is on this album. Big Gipp, Cujo, CeeLo Green. The whole Goody Mob is on this album. And Sleepy Brown. Both Big Boy and Andre 3 Stacks were 25 when they released this album. Now, 25 years later, they're both 50. In my opinion, this is their best album. Even though ATLiens is my favorite OutKast album, this album is their best. I damn sure lied, said that Aquemini is their best album, but no, Stankonia is. Stankonia is OutKast's best album. Definitely. Bombs Over Baghdad, thanks to How High, got me into that song. I mean, come on. This is their best album, Stankonia. Congrats to Big Boy and Andre 3 Stacks of 25 years of this album. It's their best album to me. All right, last but not least, on that same day, Jay-Z released his 5th album, the Dynasty Roc La Familia, under his label Rockefeller Records and Def Jam Records. Of course, this album hit #1 on the Billboard 200 and #1 on the Top Army/Hip Hop Albums chart and was certified double platinum. With the 3 singles, Guilty Until Proven Innocent, I Just Want to Love You, Give It to Me, and Change the Game. With guest appearances from Benny Siegel, Memphis Bleak, Scarface, soon to be birthday boy Scarface, Dynasty, Robert Kelly, of course, is on here. Yeah, they did that song together, Guilty Until Proven Innocent. Freeway, and Snoop Dogg. Jigga, I believe, was 30 when he released this album. Now, 25 years later, he's 55. He'll be 56 next month. Not Jay-Z's best album, but it was all right. It also became the 20th highest selling R&B/hip hop album of the 2000 to 2010 decade, according to Billboard. So congrats to Jay-Z on 25 years of this album. That's going to do it for my Halloween rants, my third and final Halloween rant, celebrating 25 years of OutKast, Stankonia, and Jay-Z, the Dynasty Roc La Familia, and celebrating 30 years of 8Ball and MJG, On Top of Our World, and Tha Dogg Pound, Dogg Food. What are your thoughts about these albums looking back 30 years later? Next Friday is the 30th anniversary of Coolio, Gangsta's Paradise, Goody Mob Soul Food, and GZA Liquid Swords. So what do you think about these albums? Like, comment, share, subscribe, hit the notification bell for my next anniversary rant, and I'll be back later for my review of Rugrats Search for Reptar, and I promise I'm still going to do my top 10 worst YouTubers. Until then, play stupid games, win stupid prizes. No more talk. Happy belated 30th anniversary to Tha Dogg Pound, Dogg Food, and 8Ball and MJG, On Top of Our World. And happy belated 25th anniversary to OutKast, Stankonia, and Jay-Z, the Dynasty Roc La Familia.